I found out I was pregnant at 9 weeks, and I came here to do the sonogram. I was scared because I didn't know what I was going to do. The dad said that his mom wouldn't let him keep the baby. He wanted me to do abortion, but I told him I'm not going to do that. It's either going to be adoption or keeping her. The day I told him that I was for sure pregnant, he left me for another girl. I had to do the whole pregnancy on my own, besides my parents. Then as it got longer during the pregnancy, I kind of got used to it, so I just been around my parents through the whole thing. My mom's friend from work, I told her about it, and then we came and got the ultrasound and checked it out and talked to Melissa. And then she told me about all the classes, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity, so I decided to start coming here. At first I didn't really think I was, because you can't really tell that much. And then I saw the sonogram, so it started to seem more real. And then I started focusing more on the books and deciding what I want to do. I went through the adoption book first, and then I went through the parenting book. In the books, I gave details of if you would do adoption, what would happen. And then if you did parent, what responsibilities there is to parent. It helped me to think about each decision and what would come with it. The parenting one would tell me how much, say, a month of diapers would cost and stuff. It was a lot. My mom would come every week with me, and then sometimes my dad would, and then my stepmom and sister. My dad wanted me to fully parent, and then my mom kind of wanted me to adopt. When our whole family was in there, I was just see how this goes. So it was kind of tension in the room. In the end, it worked out great because they all wanted what I wanted, so they just let me choose. We had the adoption agency come out, and they gave me profiles to look at. And then as I was looking through profiles, I kind of just didn't really want to look through them because it made it seem more real about having a kid and doing it. And then after that, I went into the hospital for contractions 2 months before I was due. And then I finally decided I wanted to keep her. She was born January 1st, 2015, and she weighed 6 pounds and 2 ounces. She made the Tribune Star, and then she was interviewed on Channel 2 and Channel 10. She looks like me. I go to Booker T, Washington, because they have the nursery there. They're letting me go over to South for ROTC. I want to be the ultrasound technician and then maybe go into the Army.
I was scared because I normally thought you have to miss a completely whole week or something, but I missed one day. And after the one day, I'm like, okay, if it's true, we're gonna go, We was Googling and browsing around, trying to figure out okay, where's the place we can go? Every place possible. And I was like, okay, let's GPS the location. So we started GPSing which one was closer by the miles. And luckily you all was the only one. So by that time, we called and we tried to make an appointment. We was like, do y'all accept walk-ins or appointments, because it's very important. We're trying to get a pregnancy test. She was like, well, you have to hurry up. If you're gonna come, you have to come within the next 10 minutes because we're closing at 5. So I was like, can you please bear with us because we're on campus and we're coming over, but we don't have a car. So she said she'll wait an extra, 10 or 15 minutes for us. We walked in the rain, actually. I was scared because I didn't want another result. When I got back, I gave my test to Dixie. She looked it over and she called me back there by myself, and she told me that I was already 8 weeks. I didn't know what to do. It was kind of a mixed emotions thing. I was crying, I was smiling, I was all of the above. And then she started to cry and pray with me. Like, the support was very welcoming. Like, if it wasn't for her, I don't know what decision I would have made. It was amazing when I saw the ultrasound. And the after support was also amazing. Like, I got calls up until the time I had her. Like, every day. It would be probably every day or either twice a week. Hey, are you okay? Or we have these results. Do you want to pick this up? It was a lot of free stuff and good talks. She's everything that I could have ever asked for. She's very lovable. She's very playful. And whenever I'm down, I look at her to lift me up. I have not been to too many places from a different racial group that would support as much as you all did. So it was very welcoming.
Being raised as a Jehovah's Witness for 18 years, and they took disciplinary action on me because I did something I wasn't supposed to do, you know, sex before marriage. So for 8 years, I had not really communicated with my dad. I was at that point where I wasn't believing, period. Danielle had signed me up for the CPC classes. You know, she's like, do this and see what, you know, see how you like it. Not only that, they reward you with baby bucks, you know, and of course we were just getting ready to have a child at the time, so, you know, it came into advantage, you know. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I was doing it for her is what I was doing it for. When I talked to Larry, yeah, I thought I was gonna look at that pamphlet, you know, we were going to discuss whatever that was there, and no, that was a different story. He brought out the Series 33 book, Manhood Definition. He goes, you want to learn how to be a man, you know, the right way. It's like, sure, I'd like to take a look at it, you know. It's like, we'll do this once a week, you know. Let's take a look, let's see what you think. And with Larry, I was skeptical at first when I was like, I don't want to do this religious thing, you know. We went over the first lesson, and I was like, man, this is kind of cool, you know. When we were getting ready to go, he said a prayer. And after that prayer, I felt like a big weight was lifted off my shoulders. I noticed that I was going the same direction my dad was. I never said I love you to my son until I started doing this, because I'd never heard it from my dad. And then we started having these lessons, and we pray after every lesson. You know, it just feels like every week it's like a clean slate. Now it's all different. I'm active with my son. I do things with him. If he wants to play monster trucks because he loves monster trucks, I'm on the floor with him playing monster trucks, sledding. I'm learning how to be a better man, a better husband, a better father, you know. That's what I need in my life. You know, I need my family. They're all I got. And now they know I love them. I couldn't thank the program enough just for that, you know. Don't know where I'd be. I feel different. I don't feel the same as what I used to. I feel better off than where I was.